Oh, am I late? Has 2026 started already? Shoot. Let's go. Let's get this done. That's better. Hey guys, 2025 has officially come to a close. And with that, let's take a look at the speedcubing goals I set at the beginning of the year and ones that I want to set for 2026. Starting off, 2x2. My initial goals at the start of the year were to get the Utah state record average, which was 1.72 at the time, and a sub 1 single, with the small hope of getting the state record single of 0.80. I got exactly that. I have a 0.80 state record single in 2x2, as well as a 1.64 state record average in 2x2. So my goals for 2x2 were accomplished. Now, for 2026, I don't realistically see myself beating a 0.80 unless I get another 5 mover like that one. So if I don't beat my single the entire year, perfectly satisfied with that. For the average, I would like to get it down to sub 1.5 because I think that's around what I would expect for like my peak performance in competition for this event with 8 pieces. Next up, 3x3. You all know this one. My goals in 2025 were to get a sub 6 single and the sub 8 average, which was something that I had been putting off for a while apparently. And I have gotten a sub 8 average many times now. I'm very happy with my 3x3 performance this year. I also got the sub 6 single like right at the tail end of the year in September. So needless to say, I'm satisfied with my 3x3 goals, but I don't think I set hard enough goals. I want to reach for the stars in this event. It's the main event. It's the best event. I want to become the best person in Utah in 3x3. The record to beat is 7.08 for average, and the single is 539. Now, I've wanted a sub 5 for my entire cubing career. I started when the world record was 4.90 by Lucas Etter, and I thought, man, that is just such a cool number. 4 seconds. I want to be that guy. I want a 4-second 3x3 solve, and I want to be the best person in Utah. 4x4. My goals at the start of 2025 were a sub 32 average and a 27 or 28 single. Now, I got a 27 or 28 single about 3-ish times now. My personal record is now 25. And the average I also have achieved many times now, including 2 Utah state records for 4x4. Now, unfortunately, I do not hold any of them currently, but I want to get them back, and I'm shooting really hard for this goal right now. I think it's going to be the first one I get this year, sub 30 average, and maybe like a 24 single. That would also be a pretty epic. 5x5 time. At the beginning of the year, I wanted the sub 1 minute average, and I didn't set a goal for single back then, but frankly, my current PR single of 48.3 is incredibly good. It was an 8-second PR at the time. I'm probably going to go the entire year without even getting another sub 50. So I'll set my goal at getting another sub 50, but I don't see myself breaking the PR single. The average though, I did indeed get sub 1, and I got sub 1 many times. So I want to get sub 55 this year. And I eventually want to get to the point where I have enough confidence in this event to shoot for sub 50. But I don't see that being realistic this year. Maybe the next year though. But sub 55 I think is a good benchmark at the current moment. Now on to this meme that started in 2025. 6x7. 6x6 and 7x7. I hate that. Why did I do that? For 6x6, I wanted to get the sub 2 mean, and if you have seen my video about how fast can you get 6x6 in 1 week, you'll know that I achieved that, and I have since gotten it many times. My current PR mean is 154. I want to shoot for sub 150. I think sub 150 is a nice goal for this event in particular, as well as I got some new hardware for it, so hopefully that will encourage me to practice this event more. And a sub 145 single. I was third in the state at one point. Amethyst have since taken my spot as third in the state, so I want to reclaim that with a 144. For 7x7, my goal was sub 3, and I did end up getting sub 3. Nearly didn't at the beginning, but now I have since gotten 2 pure sub 3 means. My PR mean is 253. I want sub 245. I think that's a nice goal for 7x7 and a sub 240 single. Triangle. I claimed that I would not beat my 1.37 former region record single at all in 2025. But I actually did. I got a 1.33 in September, the same competition I got my sub 6 at. For the average, I claimed that I was capable of getting a 2.4 to 2.8 average, and I did get both of them in the same competition, and my current PR is 247. It is annoyingly close to Martin Egdahl, who is one of my 2 nemesis in the entire world right now, of 242. So I'm going to set my goal at a 2.3 average, as well as unnemesizing myself from Martin Egdahl in Pyraminx average. My one goal in skewb was to not get a corner cap pop in Nats finals, and if a corner twist at the World Championships counts, then I failed that goal for skewb. But yeah, my average is sub 3 now. I don't really care about skewb that much. My average is going to last for till the end of time. It's also the current chairless world record, so I'm going to boast about that, Jacob. The single, though, I just want to get one good lol scramble, get the 1.5, and then just never touch this event again. All right, Megaminx. This was the only event where I did not achieve the main crux of my goals from the previous year. It was a sub 45 average and a sub 40 single. I didn't get into the Megaminx grind like I hoped I would have, or that I wanted to, because I was focusing on other events and applying for colleges. But still, though, I did get relatively close. My goal was a sub 40 single. I ended the year with a 41, which was actually my last PR of 2025. I said if I got a 47-48 average, then I would be perfectly happy with it, and I did get a 48 average. It was 48.0, so very close to 47 as well. I think I'm just going to set my goals at the exact same thing I did last year of a sub 45 average and a sub 40 single. I like seeing the 39 on the timer, so I want to get it done this year. How naive I was, thinking that my 9.2 square one average would be state record till the end of the year. Good times. Good times. Yeah, no, I didn't get a single PR in square one, and my only goal that I set for square one was to learn CSP, which I did not do. But I made a bet with Elliot that if he got a sub 8 average at this random local Utah competition, I would learn CSP, and then this dude gets top 100 in the world. So I guess I'm doing it this year. I'm learning CSP this year. It's official. That's my goal. Learn CSP. I don't know if I'm going to break any PRs with it, but I want to learn the method. Simple as that. My main goal from the previous year was to finally get a sub 10 single, and I did achieve that. And also proceeded to get the regional record for one-handed by beating my PR by over 2 seconds. That was pretty impressive. I don't think I'm going to get a 7 on one-handed officially, so I'm not really going to set a goal for single. I want to shoot big for averages, though. I just got off a regional championship win, I just got off a state championship win, and I just lost my state record. I have everything going for me to practice this event like no tomorrow. Sub 11 is going to happen, but I really want sub 10. There's something about averaging sub 10 in one-handed officially. It will easily be my first top 100 world ranking, and I just want to get it done. I love one-handed. It's by far my best event, so I want to capitalize on it. I want to get a top 100 world rank. Rubik's Frisbee. Yeah, I didn't break any PRs. I didn't practice this event. I didn't care about this event. I somehow got second at Utah Champs with like an average that is like over 2 seconds better than my global. I don't really have ambition to do anything clock related for the entire year. Fluke a sub 4 single, that's my goal. Fluke a sub 4 single, fluke sub 5 average. Screw it, we'll do that. 3x3 blindfolded. I did not get the sub 1 single, unfortunately. That 103 has been standing for almost a year now, basically. I got very, very close multiple times. I got 2 104s, and I DNF'd a couple more sub 1s later on in the year. But in terms of mean, I wanted a sub 2 mean. My unrealistic goal was sub 140, and I ended up getting 130. So I don't really think I'm going to beat that. I don't see myself practicing 3 blind 2 terribly much this year, so I'm going to set a goal at just getting an average of 5. The format is changing for 2026, and I just want to say that I have both a mean and an average in 3x3 blindfold. That would just be cool. As well as get a sub 1 single. I do want a sub 1. 4 and 5 blind. I got successes on them this year. I got 5x5 blindfolded first try somehow. I only managed to get 1 and 4 blind, so I do want to shoot for means in both of these so I can get silver status, because I achieved bronze status this year. Why not get silver status next year? I was going to shoot for state record mean in 4x4 blindfolded. Ty Bear threw a wrench in that pretty quickly, but still, no one in Utah has gotten a 5 blind mean yet. I think it would be cool if I'm the first to do it. In terms of times, like sub 10 and sub 15, maybe. I don't really care about the times though. I just want to get like the results in before I care about optimizing these events further. 3x3 multi-blind. I'm not going to hold 7 3x3s here, but I did do 7 3x3s blindfolded. My goal was 5. I instead got 7. And I'm also the current reigning Utah State champion. I will gladly take that title. I do not deserve whatsoever. Yeah, for multi-blind, I'm going to shoot for 10. like I said, this is not an event that I don't see myself pursuing for quite a lot longer now. 10 points multi-blind, I don't really care. For FMC, I jokingly said I wanted to maintain my regional championship title I won in 2024, and I had it in front of me and threw it away to a guy who used a seed fob who registered the day of the competition. I did get a 26 single, and I also got a 25, which was so stupid. I don't think I'm going to beat that 25 for the entire year. The sub 30 mean, I was 2 moves shy of, so I think it'll happen this year. Sub 30, yeah, it'll happen. All right, last event that I have is FTO. So I want to reclaim my region record single that was just taken off of me by Garrett. I did +2 out of WR4, which was kind of tragic at the end of the year, but also at the World Championships, I ended up getting 5th place with a sub 18 average. So very happy with the average. I would like to get at least 1 improvement on the average this year, as well as taking back my region record single for FTO, which I believe is 1482, 83, I don't know. I want to take it back though. Miscellaneous stat goals that only I care about, and I'm just going to throw at the end of the video because who watches to the end of a YouTube video, right? Like, that would be insane. There's no one watching me right now, like that's crazy. For SOR, I want to get my average and single sum of ranks under the top 75. Maybe I can eke into the top 50 in one of them if I get some good big blind means or get like decent averages in the events I suck at, which is mostly PBQ events, funnily enough. But yeah, SOR, get top 75, maybe top 50. For podiums and medals, I am currently missing 8. I'm currently missing 8 possible medals that you can get in World Championship competitions, and that is 5x5 and 6x6 gold, 7x7 bronze, didn't know I was missing that, 4x4 blindfolded gold and bronze, and 5 blind everything else. So those are the 8 podiums that I'm missing. I want to cut that number down to 5, so I want to achieve 3 of them this year. I see it most realistically happening in I get 1 in 5 blind, maybe another in 4 blind, and then get the bronze in 7x7. That's probably what's going to happen, but I want to cut it down to at least 5, hopefully less than 5 or something along those lines. And my gold count currently is at 79. I want to get it to 100. 100 gold medals is a super fun statistic, and I would love to say that I have 100 gold medals in WCA competitions. For Nemesis count, I want to get 0. I don't know how I'm going to get 0 though. That's the thing, is I know exactly the pathway I can get it for Martin Egdal. It's either get my Pyraminx signal to be slightly better or get my Pyraminx average to be slightly better. So most likely something in Pyraminx for Martin Egdal. I don't know what I'm going to do about Luke Garrett. It'll probably have to be a super dumb single in a sprint event. 2x2 single, somehow that's my most realistic shot, even though it was former NAR at the time. And maybe random skewb single, but skewb average, look, that could happen. But I just don't know what I'm going to get on Luke Garrett. I really just feel like I have to learn a new method for a sprint event in particular, and then just hope I get a good scramble set and unnemesized Luke. But I want to have 0 nemesis. I love the feeling of having 0 nemesis. It's a super elitist club, I would like to say. It's like less than 300 people. I want to be a part of it. That is my 2026 speed cubing goals. Thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry it's coming out a bit later. I had some issues with the initial recording of this, so this is actually my second take. And I appreciate you sticking along with the channel for this 2025 year. Cheers to 2026 and have a good one.